Hello students of class 5, welcome to Social Studies class. You can turn with me to page 55. Today we will be doing chapter 9, Natural Disaster. First let us see what is natural disaster. You can see here. Natural disaster is an event that is caused by natural forces of the earth where great damage and sometimes loss of life occurs. Okay? So there are different types of natural disasters such as landslides, fire forest, tsunamis, volcanoes, drought, floods, and different types. Okay? And these natural disasters causes great loss of life and property. And today we will be learning only 5 natural disasters. And they are flood, drought, earthquake, cyclone, tsunami. Okay? Now first let us do flood. What is flood? Flood is an overflow of water on the land that is normally dry. Okay? Flood is an overflow of water on the land that is normally dry. Flood is a common natural disaster, okay, that can affect people. Understand? Have you seen flood? You have seen flood, is it not? Because in Agartala also we experience flood, is it not? So we can say that during rainy seasons, almost every rainy seasons we experience flood in Agartala. If it rains continuously for more than 2 days, what happens in town areas? It gets flooded, is it not? That is full of water. It's difficult for human beings and vehicles to pass through. And water enters in houses and shops, is it not? Now let us see what are the causes of flood. Okay? Heavy rain. Okay, due to heavy rain. Heavy rainfall is the main causes of flood. Number 2, overflowing rivers. Okay, due to heavy rainfall, rivers overflow. Then, broken dams. Understand? Broken dams due to pressures of water. Okay, due to pressures of water, dams can break, okay? Dam can break and that causes water, okay, to overflow the dams. Understand? And melting snow. Number 4 is melting snow. What are the causes? Heavy rain, overflowing rivers, broken dams, melting snow. Okay? Now let us see the precautions. How we can control flood. Okay? By planting more trees, because plants and trees help to absorb water. Then check dams. Dams should be checked regularly so that there is no crack or no damage in the dams. Then number 3, do not throw garbage into drains and rivers. Okay? Number 4, before building houses, check the areas for signs or history of flooding. Okay? When we are going to build houses, first we should check the areas whether there is history of flooding areas or not. Understand? Now, flood-prone areas in India. In India, which states are the flood-prone areas? Okay? West Bengal, Assam, Bihar. West Bengal, Assam, and Bihar experience flood every year because Ganga and Brahmaputra overflow. Okay? Number 2, drought. What is drought? What do you mean by drought? Drought is a prolonged period with less than average amounts of rain or snow in a particular region. Okay, let us say again. What is drought? Drought is a prolonged period with less than average amounts of rain or snow in a particular region. Okay, so in places where there is drought, the place becomes very dry, hot hot and sandy. Okay, and in some places the soil also cracked, and rivers, lakes, streams are all dry up. Okay, so drought is one of the deadliest natural calamities. Why it is deadliest? It is deadliest because agriculture is the main source in India, and agriculture dependent on rainfall and water supply. Okay, so if there is no rainfall or water supply, what happens to agriculture? It affects agriculture. That results in famine, inflation, and causes them in a large scale. Okay, now let us see the precautions how we can prevent drought. Okay, reservoirs and water tanks should be built to store water. Do you know what is reservoirs? Reservoirs is a natural or artificial ponds or lakes. Okay, reservoirs and water tanks should be built to store water. Then number 2, farmers should be educated to avoid overgrazing. What is overgrazing? Overgrazing is a situation where cows or any other animals eat plenty of grass in that particular area. Okay? So farmers should be educated to avoid overgrazing. Now number 3, rainwater harvesting. What is rainwater harvesting? Rainwater harvesting is collecting or storing rainwater for future use. Okay? Now drought prone areas. Okay? Drought prone areas in India: Maharashtra, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Odisha, Rajasthan, and Telangana. Number 3, earthquake. What is an earthquake? An earthquake is an intense shaking of Earth's surface caused by movements in Earth's outermost layer. Okay? So, earthquake may lead to major or minor disasters according to the intensity, and this intensity of an earthquake is measured by a Richter scale. Okay, and the scientific study of an earthquake is called seismology, and the instrument which measures the intensity of earthquake is called the seismograph. Okay, and the place from where an earthquake starts is called the focus, and the place above the focus on the surface of Earth is called the epicenter. So you have to know this. Okay, Richter scale, seismology, seismograph, focus, and epicenter. You can see from your book, that is on page 56. Okay, now let us see the precautions. It is very difficult to predict when an earthquake will occur. Okay, so we have to know how we should stay, what we should do if earthquake strikes. Okay, so number 1, if earthquake strikes, we should come out of our house or school building and move to an open area. Okay, and number 2, if you're unable to get out of the place, stay indoors under a bed, desk, or table. Do you understand? Now number 3, if you're in a public place like a mall, do not panic. Leave the premises you're in an orderly manner. Okay? And number 4, if you're in a vehicle, theater, or stadium, stay in your seat, protect your head with your arms. Okay? Number 5, be away from signs, trees, electric wires, that Japan has the most recorded earthquakes. Okay? Now number 4, cyclone. What do you mean by cyclone? Cyclones are violent storm with an intense spiral and accompanied by strong winds and heavy rains. Okay? So, cyclones are caused by strong winds blowing around the central area having low atmospheric pressure. Okay? Now, precautions. Number 1. People living in cyclone-prone areas should listen regularly to the weather bulletins, maybe on TV, on television, or radio, or even through phone. Okay? Number 2. Planting trees to prevent cyclone damage. Number 3. Tree branches should be trimmed near the house. Number 4. Make sure that the roof of the house is in good condition. Number 5. Emergency kit, first aid kit and essential medicines should be ready. Okay? Now, cyclone prone areas. Andhra Pradesh, Odisha, Tamil Nadu, West Bengal, Puducherry and Gujarat. Now, number 5, tsunami. What is tsunami? Tsunami is a large ocean wave that is caused by sudden motion on the ocean floor. Okay? And what is sudden motion? Sudden motion can be earthquake, volcanic eruption, landslides, asteroids. Okay? And this tsunami, what is the cause of tsunami? Earthquake, volcanic eruption, landslides and asteroids are the causes of tsunami. Okay? And on 26 December 2004, tsunami struck India, Indonesia, Sri Lanka, Maldives and Thailand. And this was the biggest and most destructive disasters in history. Okay? Tsunami prone areas in India. Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Kerala, Puducherry and Andaman and Nicobar Island. Okay? Now, relief work during a natural calamity. National and many NGOs work to provide for people affected in natural calamities. Okay? So let us see some of the agencies that help during a natural disasters. Number 1, World Health Organization. Number 2, United Nations International Children's Emergency Funds. Number 3, Red Cross Society. Okay? So that is the end of chapter 9. So students, I hope you understood whatever we have learned today. We have learned 5 natural disasters, is it not? So, you go through again at home, you go through again at home, and in our next class, we will be doing lesson 3. Okay? Until then, take care.